I would want to underscore and reinforce two of the messages from the last bit of our discussion. One being this is about building a movement for change and improvement in challenging circumstances. And secondly, it's about engaging with a wider community of citizens, not just patients and service users, as that is worked towards. But the big point I wanted to make, and it's an obvious one but worth reiterating in my view, is given the prospects over the next 4 or 5 years, particularly around public funding and the demographic and other challenges, I think public sector leaders and voluntary sector leaders too have a choice. And the choice is very simple. We can adopt a fortress mentality where every organisation seeks to look after its own interests, whether that's financial or something else. Or we can say we're all in this together, and we'll seek salvation more effectively by the kind of partnership and collaborative working we've been discussing, exemplified by the presentation from John and Cheryl this afternoon, which is really heartening around the progress you've made, I know, in quite challenging circumstances in outer northeast London. And I know where I want to be in that debate, and I suspect you're here this afternoon because you want to be in the same position. It's how we can overcome the silos, the organisational professional barriers, recognising that we are all in this together, trying to do the very best for the populations we collectively serve, and using the public service pound in the most cost-effective way, whether that's in local government, the NHS, or in some other service. That's incredibly easy to say, and as we've heard this afternoon, it's really hard to do well in a context where we've grown a cadre, and I look partly to my right here, of fantastic organisational leaders, but far fewer system leaders and people who've learned how to work across the boundaries and the service silos that we've created. So for me, that's the big challenge. If we recognise the need to be in it all together, how do we create the leadership and the values and the behaviours that would support that? Because I think, John, you made the point in all of this, it's the soft stuff that's really the hard stuff. So, some final reflections, and to the most important business of the day. I have here a Fitbit, and I can announce the winner of the Fitbit competition is Gareth from Thames Water. Is Gareth still with us in the room? This is your Oscar, Gareth.
Thank you very much.
Would you like to make a speech?
No, thank you, everyone. It's been great, and the kind of supports everything we're trying to do within the movement we're creating across London is that collaboration. And don't forget business, we can offer a lot. We are speaking to the citizens rather than hopefully the patients. By that time, it's got too late, I think. Yep.
Thank you. And can I, on behalf of everybody in the room as we close, thank those who brought us together, colleagues up here and colleagues who've been with us throughout the day. You can see the organisations represented behind me who've been instrumental in planning and organising today. And I know many colleagues in the room too who've played a very important supportive role around the logistics and the practical arrangements. So let's show our appreciation to everybody involved.